Are you having a hard time finding food in Fallout 4 when playing on survival difficulty? Are you in search of a reliable and plentiful source of unradiated food? If this sounds like you, stick around. You need to check this out. It's the Brahmin Slaughterhouse. Alright, welcome back to Mawg Games. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Brahmin Slaughterhouse build. Now, this is not really a super useful build. Not going to lie to you. Food is plentiful in this game. It's all over the place. You can find tons of unradiated food. And then you're going to come across, Instamash, Dandy Boy apples, Nuka-Colas. So really, this entire warehouse is completely unnecessary. But it was fun to make, and it's very, very fun to use. Let's check it out. Alright, first things first. We're going to need the Contraptions DLC, the Manufacturing Extended mod, and some way to keep your NPCs out. So either an ability to lock the doors, or automatic garages. Anything to create a barrier to keep NPCs from coming into this building. Next thing you need is several Brahmin traps. Well, technically you could do this with just one, but this is a slaughterhouse, damn it. This is mass-produced big beef, and we're going to act like it. Now, we have automated the slaughtering process in this build, and it's really quite simple to accomplish. All you need, after you have the Brahmin traps, is a Brahmin feeder, a pitching machine with grenades, and you strategically lay out some conveyor belts that lead to an auto butcher. From there, it's really just some more conveyor belts, some conveyor storages, some electrical toggle switches. There's really not much to this. Essentially, you're killing the Brahmin, you're butchering the Brahmin, you're storing the Brahmin. That's all this does. Now, I have two different butchering stations in this slaughterhouse, so I can slaughter and butcher two Brahmin at the same time. So I'm going to release one, I'm going to release another one, and I'm going to allow these Brahmin to bring themselves to the feeders and position themselves for slaughtering. Now, seeing as this is Fallout 4 AI, sometimes this process does not go as smooth as I've shown here. If your Brahmin starts kind of wandering or gets stuck, I tried to put guardrails up to kind of guide them in the right direction. Every now and again, they wander, they get stuck. Go ahead and just sit and wait an hour or two, and they should be where they're supposed to be at that point. So 9 times out of 10, the Brahmin will go right down the conveyor belt, right into the auto butcher, no problems whatsoever. But every now and again, you'll catch a horn or a hoof, somewhere where it's not supposed to be, or in a guardrail, and it kind of throws off the whole process. If this happens, you need to take a minigun, you pick it up as if you're going to place the item, and you use that to push the Brahmin where you need it to go. Alright, now the auto butcher is going to break down this Brahmin, and we are going to get several different items than we would normally get just looting a Brahmin corpse. Alright, we're going to get fertilizer, bone, Brahmin skulls, several more pieces of meat, leather hides, you name it. So this is actually a more beneficial way of breaking down a Brahmin than just outright killing them and looting the corpse. Now on the other side of the slaughterhouse, we're going to get a good example of what this is supposed to look like if the Brahmin's horns or hooves or what have you doesn't get hung up on something while going down the conveyor belts. Since we have unfortunately blown one of the heads off of our Brahmin, when this goes through the butcher, we are only going to end up with one Brahmin skull from this ordeal. I thought that is a nice touch of realism from the makers of the Manufacturing Extended mod. Here you can see the rest of the process playing out. The items go out of the butcher, up a conveyor lift to another conveyor belt, and into conveyor storage. And there you can see our one Brahmin skull instead of two. As you can see, we're going to end up with plenty of items from this. The ones you're mainly concerned about is the meat and the fertilizer. The fertilizer can be used to make jet, and obviously eating the meat. Alright, well there it is. There you have it. That'll be the video. That's the Brahmin Slaughterhouse. Like I said, not super useful, I get it. But it's fun. It's so much fun. I had fun making it, and I hope you had fun watching this video. Take care.